Hey everyone, Steve here with TCS Rockets. We're reviewing another toy today that just came out. Anyone, again, you grew up in the 80s, even all the way to now, because they keep making it. It's never stopped. And it's actually even before the 80s. Obviously, this goes back into the late 60s when we had G.I. Joe. It really took off in the sense that when we got to the 80s and they came out with a 3 3/4 inch that really just had that feel of when you tied it with Star Wars and everything else, that's what we were playing with. All of a sudden, that was the new norm of what we got. We've had plenty of figures up to now. A lot of the toy guys have been talking for years now how awesome it would be because we love the 6-inch black series. It looks fantastic. It's a little more detail. Figures look great. I've commented before on those. I like the fact that when I'm holding a 6-inch figure, I feel in my head back to when I was a little kid because the figure in your hand is bigger, so you actually shrink in your age and your brain, getting up there in age, so it's nice when I can remember when I was a little kid. So that kind of going on. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we start finding out Hasbro is producing G.I. Joe, and that's the first figure into the store, so we're going to talk about it. Obviously, the first figure being Snake Eyes is awesome. Fan favorite. This is what everyone wants to see. It's like the Boba Fett of Star Wars. Everyone wants this figure. Everyone loves him. So I want to point out, again, I looked at the package. Package looks really good. The only thing I would say in the packaging, not that I'm opposed to it. I know that the Black Series did a box. The success of Star Wars has been putting it in the vintage collection packaging. I would have loved to have seen them actually put this on a card and make me think that this was the old G.I. Joe done on a 6-inch scale. Maybe we get it later when they do an anniversary series, just like they've done in Star Wars. But when I go look on the shelf of the Star Wars and I see the 40th anniversary cards, I enjoy those figures, and it's the same figure. It's the same thing, but I just look at them going, oh my God, that's so cool. So hopefully we get that at some point from Hasbro. Maybe it's the double dip mentality. We're going to give this, and we're going to come back later and remake them, maybe throw something new in there as well in the package. I don't know. But overall, again, that's minor. Love it, and I'm excited. I do want to point out something. The back of this is awesome. Again, one of my buddies just looked at this and it's like, if I was a little kid and my mom, had this when I walked out the store, this is all I'd be staring at the whole way home in the car, is looking at this entire photo. The art is phenomenal, awesome. That's one of my favorite parts of the G.I. Joe line. The box arts on all the things, the character art, it's awesome. I almost feel like when we have those boxes in the store and they're up on the thing, it's just art on display. The art is really, really cool. Obviously, the toys are fun, but at the same time, that art that they did is great. And you're actually getting that feel back here on the back of the box. So even though the front of the box is a little bit different, a little more modern in what they're doing, the back of the box definitely feels like the old G.I. Joe a little bit, and I think that nostalgia is great. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the figure. Overall, I am just excited. I am a fan of accessories. I just always have been. I love the stuff that comes with the guys, not just the guys. Now, obviously, there's no accessories. Obviously, Superman doesn't have accessories, so I don't need them. I don't feel that way when I get out going, why don't I have anything with them? That's not how I feel about it. But when a guy does and you give them to me, oh my God, I just feel like I get so rewarded at that point in time. So Snake Eyes, overall, I mean, the mold looks great. The figure itself looks great. They've done a really, really nice job. Like I said, I definitely feel like I'm holding Snake Eyes. I definitely feel like, I'm going back to that kid and I have my 3 3/4 in my hand. By holding that 6-inch, it definitely throws that back in my head. And he comes with a lot of gear. So let's start going down his gear. So he has a nice big giant backpack. He does have 2 different holes on his back. So you're not going to be able to put both things on the back at the same time because he has 3 things that actually can mount back there. And so you're not going to be able to do all 3. So you're going to have to pick which ones you want. But you can put the backpack on. It looks really cool. So you have his sword. I'm going to set him down for a second just so we can take a look at that. So he's got the sheath and the sword for it. They do go in. It looks great. And it has a peg on the back as an accessory, so you can put that on his back and have it ready to go. But the other thing that they have is he has this larger gun as well that comes with him, and it's got a peg as well. So you can actually mount that on his back with the sword at the same time, and you actually have both accessories going on. So again, really cool in that regard. Like, you can just kind of gear your guy up, and that's the thing for me that I really like when a guy is like that. You got to, G.I. Joe is a military type of thing. I want to see my guy geared. What do you come with? Let's see it. Put it all on there. Set the guy up. He comes with a nice big giant dagger here. And again, here goes the fan in me. I love the fact you gave me a holster for it or a sheath for it on the side, this side. So I can put that in there, and I've got him carrying that around. It's got in there. And then on the other side, now this is a double fold because I don't think I'm going to have, nope, it does have 2 spots for it. So he gives a pistol. It actually also comes with a silencer as well for his gun. So if you look at the holster, it actually will hold the gun like normal. but there actually is a slot in front for the silencer. So you can't put it in the holster with the silencer on, but you can put it in right in front of it right there, so he's carrying it. So literally you can gear your guy all the way up, and I'm actually looking, there's actually a hole on this gun. I'm wondering, let's take a quick look. Let's put it in this here, and I'm thinking I might be able to even put the backpack in over that, which we can. There you go. So you can actually put literally every single thing. And this is one of the things. I just had a Marvel Legend Wave talk, and I talked about how bad it was. And I really don't like to. I like to try to be objective and give guys good opportunities to do something well. This right here, to me, is one of the best things they've done in a long time. Not only giving me G.I. Joe, but I have G.I. Joe where I feel like my guy that's geared up is actually geared up, ready to go. Actually, kind of reminds me of like some of the Halo figures they've done, because you get all the grenades on their arms, everything's ready to go. Snake Eyes feels like he's ready to go. Feels like they got called, he's got to go fight Cobra, and he's now geared up, ready to go fight. So again, real excited about these figures. This is the first one into the store. We'll keep reviewing them as they come in. But please go check them out. I definitely think this is a giant win for Hasbro. If they keep giving us the figures that look like this, that make us think of exactly the 80s figures, don't change them too much. Just remake what those are. The fans are going to love them. I'm loving them, and I think it's a great pickup if you're looking for stuff to collect. Thanks a lot. You can click subscribe at the bottom, or you can click like at the bottom if you enjoyed the video. You can also follow us at tcsrockets.com. Thank you.